Hey guys, Fort Worth Glock Guy here, and I'm going to try and restart making videos a second or third time. I don't know how many times I've said that and then just haven't gotten around to making videos, or I've gotten out of the habit of making videos. So I'm trying to force myself to get back in that habit, make some time, and so I've got a lazy Sunday morning here, so I'm just gonna knock one out here. So I thought I'd start with the good old-fashioned pocket dump. So as you can see here, I've got a bunch of stuff laid out. Everything here has a purpose, and I do carry it on specific occasions, so that's why I thought I'd bring it out and show you. So anyways, start off with the saddleback leather wallet. This is not changed. You can see the leather is quite worn in, broken in. It's great. I love this wallet. Got a microfiber cloth in there. I wear glasses, so it always comes in handy. And this is a simple two-pocket design. It's the business card wallet, and I've got two cards on each side. IDs and whatnot, and then down in there I also have some band-aids. You know, I've got kids, so scraping their knees, plus I play with knives, so occasionally you get the scrape or the cut. So anyways, there's the wallet. This is my, I believe it's Hayden leather, guy off of Instagram. He just did a flash sale where he had this up, and it was a great price. I think I got for 25 bucks, and it is super high quality leather. And this houses my Prion light, which I've had forever and still works great. And then I also put in this custom Victorinox. There's no name for this because it is literally put together with leftover pieces that were a build. So this is a custom. You can see the Torx bits here. Electrician blade, which is great for me for work because I can use this. And this is definitely not threatening by any means. It's a 1-inch blade, but great for opening boxes and a few other little tasks that I do at work. The standard cap lifter and flathead driver. And then what I like most about this is the inline Phillips. And this actually, from what I understand, came from a Wanger. And this is a much shorter piece, but it fits perfectly in this. So kind of sticks out a little bit, but that doesn't bother me at all because it just goes down in this little sleeve, and that goes in my pocket for work. So looks like a wallet, no big deal. So anyways, great, love it. This is kind of my, when I'm not at work, little sleeve. And what I have in here is the Victorinox Pioneer X. So this does have the scissors on it. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. You guys know what this is. The opening layer, the main blade, and the reamer awl. So put a little lanyard on there, Victorinox lanyard, easy to pull out. And I've got a Hinder pin. So I've got a few of these actually. This is just the one that I put in here. Keep it together. So anyways, that's kind of my not at work pouch. You'll see in a moment, I'm kind of getting into pins a little bit. So I've got a couple Lamy pins here. They're both the same, they're just different colors. Actually, I had this one and I thought I lost it. So I immediately ordered two more, and I have the extra fine nibs on here just because I like the, I don't know, I don't like the medium points. I like the extra fine, and these work great. So I've got a few different color options here. Bright green, this is what I take to work because it's the only one like it. Nobody can say, oh, I have one just like that. No, this is pretty unique. So, plus it's easy for me to see if it's lying on my desk somewhere, boom, I know where that bright green is, so love it. And then this one is just a charcoal color. Same thing, extra fine. There we go. And I just think it looks awesome, and these things write great. So anyways, enough of that. This is my drawer where I keep my 3 watches, same old watches I've always had. G-Shock, another G-Shock, and my Fossil, which I've had this for probably 11 or 12 years now, and this is still going strong. Heavy, but great watch, love it. So, and then here's the fun drawer. This is the one that I kind of go through on a daily basis, and depending on what I'm doing, I just grab what I need and go. Kind of narrowed it down to this knife, the Zero Tolerance 0450. It's a great knife, doesn't take up a lot of real estate in the pocket, and it's just a great knife. I'm loving it. I do have some other knives that I do rotate, but this is kind of my go-to right now. And I'm gonna do a update video on my folding collection, because it has changed quite a bit since the last time. So anyways, there's the 0450. A couple flashlights, you know, a small, a really small, and a small. This is the EagleTac D25A, and this has a AA flash or battery in it, and great light, clicky on the back. And then this is a Maritac. Let's see, what does it say on there? No, Maritac copper. So it's patinaed really well. So when I don't have a lot of space in my pocket or don't want to take up a lot of space, this is what I go with. They're both small, but this is extra small. My beloved Juice S2. This has been on the channel since pretty much I started the channel. I've always had one of these on a KSI dangler. The squirt is what I take to work, because technically at work I'm not supposed to have a knife or anything, and this one does not have a knife. I've showed you that before. So everything else, this is probably the most used item on here besides the pliers. I use this all the time. That and probably, no, this one right here. So anyways, you can see it's been used, it's been loved, love it. A couple just classic knives. Green is my favorite color. So I've got this Case medium Stockman, and this was a gift from Mr. Knife Techs. So still loving this knife, use it all the time. You can see it's got some nice scratches on it from use. Victorinox Compact, I've got a couple of these too. This is my favorite small Victorinox because it's only 2 layers, but it has the larger scissors, which I love, the main blade, and then the combo tool. So in addition, it has the hook and little eyeglass screwdriver and a little pin here, tweezers, toothpick, and this one also has a pin insert. So really handy piece. I've also got one in black sometimes that I'll carry. Other knives that I have, this is the Mini Champ. Tons of little tools on here. This one's a really cool one. Small magnetized Phillips. Then all the other stuff that you would normally get. Pen blade. Little scissors. Whatever that is. I know what it is. I just never use it. So just kind of going through here real quick. Another tool that I really like on this one is the little package opener. Great, love it. So this is nice, compact, throw in the bottom of your pocket and forget it's there. Couple classics. If I really want to go light, silver and green. So there you go. And this is another one that I carry quite a bit. It is a signature light, and again, green, as you can see. Favorite color. Just a classic chassis, and it has a built-in pin, which comes in handy from time to time. And then this one has a red light. I really kind of wish it was white. If it were white, this would be a perfect little carry. The red is just not very useful, I guess, in low light settings, but in a low light setting, I'm gonna have a flashlight, so. But anyways, great little tool. This is something I got off, I've been a Mass Drop junkie recently. So got this off of Mass Drop, and I ordered 3, one for myself and then one for my dad and one for one of my good buddies. And this is a toothpick holder. They come with or without this little hook. And then you just put little toothpicks in there. So if you are a toothpick kind of a person and you always want to have a toothpick on you, this is a great little device. And it is brass and copper, as you can see. So that's gonna wear in pretty nicely. I haven't really carried this a whole lot recently. I mean, I just got it a week ago. So there's that. And then some pins. So I kind of rotate between pins. I usually carry the Lammies, but when I want to go small or even smaller, then I've got this cool little pen, and it is just a twisty, and it uses a cross mini refill, and this is a 300 blackout, made out of two 300 blackout bullet casings, as you can see. So I forget the name of this company, but they are local to me. They shipped out of Plano, so kind of cool. And it has aged really nicely too. Nice patina on that. Fisher Space Pen. Don't need to say much about that. Awesome pen. And I've got two more Hinder Investigator pens, one in brass and copper. Just love these pens, and my OCD, when I got one, I had to get all three. There's actually a titanium one, but that one's really expensive, and I'm just not gonna pony up the money for that. And then here is a Shom design pen. If you watch Keith Kevin Kin, he's always talking about these pens. I saw one on a website, and this is just the aluminum version, so it's really lightweight, and it's the least expensive of all of them. It's about half the price of all of them. I paid 55 bucks for this one, and it is a nice pen. You know, it breaks down really small. The Hinder Investigator pen is pretty small, but it's even smaller than that. It's just thicker. So if you think of kind of a short, stubby cigar, that's kind of what it's like. It's kind of thick, but kind of short and stubby. But when you put it together like that, it's a full-size pen. So nice, and it writes great too. So I forget what kind of refill it uses, or insert it uses. Other than that, I've got a couple of different various lighters. I don't really carry lighters around. I just have them in case I want to. I like this lighter. This is a cheap little Walmart flame lighter, which is kind of cool. And then just some Zippo lighters. So anyways, that's kind of my rotation that I go through. I will do an update to my knife collection, because that is, like I said, changed quite a bit recently. Sold off a lot of stuff. I'm really trying to pare it down to what I actually like and want. And I feel like I've kind of, I hate to say it, but I almost feel like I'm coming to the end of my journey with knives, because I've kind of had exactly what I want. And you know, my knife buying has really, really slowed down, which may have been part of the reason why I haven't made a whole lot of videos recently, because I really haven't been buying a lot of knives. So anyways, I do have some other videos coming up soon, and I'll do an update video here pretty soon too, because I think I'm going to start a build here pretty soon. So yeah, stay tuned for that. All right, thanks for watching. Fort Worth Glock Guy out.